gotta get warmed up. It is super cold here in New York City. Good morning, beautiful people. Happy Monday. Start of the week. So all the excitement should start coming in for everyone. You want to start off on the right foot. Today's video, hopefully it is the results of my MRI. I'm going to work now. I'm going to see my client, who's once again my doctor, and the guy who gave me a free MRI. Grateful as hell. So we're gonna go drive to work, and it's crazy traffic right now in New York. Oh, sorry about that. Every morning, traffic is insane. So hopefully we don't get there late. It's the moment we've been waiting for. This is the moment that we've been trying to figure out and see what is going on with my back. And whatever the end result is, I have to put in the work for recovery, which I know I will, and then continue the journey of powerlifting and bring you guys the best content, crazy montages, crazy motivation, and crazy fitness tips, and give you guys the knowledge that I have right now in training. But until then, we gotta get this back fixed. So I'm gonna see you guys on the next clip. All right, guys, so my client just came in. Oh, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Let's see what he says. Results. I know what I have, and I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Let's add a little suspense, you know? Let's add a little bit of suspense, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. If you guys didn't know, I got injured on the 18th of November of last year. I suffered a crazy injury. I was deadlifting, and I basically was deadlifting, I believe it's 320 pounds. It was definitely, I was warming up to my single, which I was trying to hit at least maybe 360 that day. It moved up pretty well. The first time moved up good. I mean, 315 pounds, 3 plates was moving pretty easily, consistently on a weekly basis. I was following my coach's program, and I was seeing crazy results. I was even surprised on how fast my numbers were going up, and my body it felt like it was adapting pretty well to it. I mean, I'm someone who preaches on good form, good technique. I train every day. I still try to educate myself to see what else I can do to keep on improving my form and my technique, because I know it's never going to stop. And I try to have my clients also practice the big 3 movements because they are so beneficial, especially the deadlift. It's the king of all workouts. And I don't know what happened. I was so excited that day. I won't even forget it. Everything was going so good. I remember my business was booming. Everything was just spot on, just great. I just felt great. And my back, I felt something on my back. I didn't feel a pop. I didn't feel anything crazy unusual, like something that would be like, oh my God, I really just messed up my back. I lifted 320 pounds, and I looked at my videographer, Ricky, and I said, I felt something, but I don't think it was anything like to be crazy worried about. So I put on my belt, and I tried to lift 320 pounds again, and I did a beltless, for the first time, and that's exactly where I went wrong. I got a little bit over my head. I learned my lesson, and it was tough. It was tough, and I did lift 320 pounds with my belt. I didn't feel pain, but I felt something, and I told myself I'm not lifting today. Today I'm not lifting. I'm gonna take the L, and it's just not gonna happen today. Throughout the whole day, my back was it was hurting a little bit, and I'm not gonna lie, it was hurting. And when I got home, I saw this big bulge in my lower back. When I saw this big bulge in my lower back, I didn't know what it was, I assumed that I severely strained it because I was just overusing it, and I started low bar. I started squatting low bar, and when you're low bar squatting, you're gonna end off using your erectors a little more, but you'll generate a lot more power on your legs as well. I had this big bulge in my lower back, and didn't want to go away until now. I mean, not until now. It still doesn't want to go away. I thought it was just swelling and inflammation because I strained my lower back, and it went down a lot compared to what it was the first 2 weeks. It was really bad. I literally felt it. I felt something so unusual in my lower back. But now today, I feel no pain at all. Like, I can lift. I was going to start lifting heavy just because I really wasn't feeling anything on my lower back. However, that bulge that's in my lower back, and I'll probably show a picture right here. I'll figure it out. If I can't, then I don't know. I'm still learning how to edit. All right. So I got lucky enough to, my doctor, he gave me an MRI, and a free MRI that I had been lacking with health insurance here. So, which is taken care of. Well, it's getting taken care of. So I'll be perfectly fine for the future now. And here are the results. So, basically, I have what is called levoscoliosis. Think of it this way: we have the spine, right? I basically have levoscoliosis more in my thoracic spine, so more towards the middle of my back. Basically, as the spine is straight, my spine is basically curved to the left. Literally, so it looks like this, like a C, and it goes down. And the reason why is because I basically herniated a disc. Now, my doctor told me that the herniation in my disc, the disc herniation that I have, it's nothing serious whatsoever. It's very common with everyone. Everyone has a herniated disc, and you have to understand, guys, that anytime you go to the gym, you are at risk to get injured. But herniating a disc can happen at any time, any place. It doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be caused only at the gym. You can literally be sitting down how I am right now, and you can herniate a disc. But this is why we train, to make sure that we keep getting stronger and we can prevent certain injuries, especially prolonged as we get older, stuff like arthritis or osteoporosis in our bones, which is why we train, and we got to train smart, train hard. But I ended up having levoscoliosis, so basically my spine is like a C right now, and right now I have to take PT. It is treatable. Will my spine ever go back to the way it was? I mean, I'm not too sure. I'm not knowledgeable. I'm not a PT. I'm not a doctor. I'm just going based off my own education, and also my friends who are PTs and who are informing me and educating me and more on what I have and what I can do. So another thing is that, so I have the disc herniation, I have a levoscoliosis, and I have a disc herniation with central spinal stenosis. Now, central spinal stenosis, very common as you get older to get. I'm not too educated on it. Once again, all I know is that from what I'm seeing, from what I'm reading, and from what my PTs are telling me, my PT friends, it's just something I'm gonna have to live with for the rest of my life. But another interesting thing that my doctors have been telling me is that it seems that I've had that prior to the injury, most likely, because they're like, you don't feel any pain. It seems that you had this before you even started maybe lifting. It's something I probably could have been born with. So, there's so many assumptions, but the facts are here, and this is what I have. Is it terrible? Not really. All my doctors and PT are telling me it's not terrible. You're gonna be fine. You definitely need to re-strengthen your core and really strengthen it even more. Now, I want you guys to understand that your core is not just your abdominal muscles. It's not just what you see. It's not the six-pack that you see. There's so much more. You have your obliques, internal, external obliques. You have your serratus anterior. It's also your trunks, your hips, your lateral trunk flexors. So those are also very important to train and to make sure that you have them well intact. So a good mind-muscle connection is super important. The importance of bracing, breathing through your diaphragm, and making sure that you really have that core braced. So, guys, yep, that is exactly what I have. levoscoliosis, disc herniation, with a central spinal stenosis. So, you know, my disc herniation is on my L4, L5, which is the most common place to have a herniated disc. But as I was saying before, my doctors are telling me you're gonna be perfectly fine. They're telling me you're young. Very common to have these kind of herniations. Yours is nothing crazy or serious, but they are telling me to take it easy. The swelling will go down. Right now, the next step is I'm going to hire a certain strength. How would you call these guys? I guess a strength coach, physical therapist. So they're physical therapists, but they're also focused on making sure you're getting stronger with compound movements. So a strength coach therapist. So I'm going to call them as that. I'm sure they have a right name, but so I need to continue what I was already doing with the kind of stretches I was doing before, and the breathing that I was doing, and the core strengthening that I was doing as well. So I feel no pain. I see the swelling that it's going down. I'm not too sure exactly when I'll start powerlifting again. I'm not too sure. I'm just taking my time, taking it easy. But the good news is I can still work out, and it's something that my clients were telling me. It's something that a couple friends of mine were telling me. You know, I know it sucks. I know I wasn't able to, you know, to continue the journey that I was, you know, that I so loved and enjoyed. And I'm really just staying optimistic. I know I'll come back stronger than ever. If out of all the PTs and all the help that I've been getting, you know, they're all telling me that I'll be back, and I'll be able to lift the lifts that I want to lift again. The last thing I do want to say is thank you so much for you guys supporting me, for you guys praying for me. You guys have sent me the most thoughtful messages. I can't be any more than grateful. I love you guys so much. Believe me, it means the world to me. And also a huge thank you to all my friends who supported me, and you know, the physical therapists. And also I need to thank huge thank you to Dr. Can. He helped me out tremendously with just giving me that free MRI, man. You have no idea how grateful I am for that. I'm lost for words, you know. This is another big perk of being a personal trainer, and the people that you end off meeting. You never know who you're gonna meet, and if you're helping them, you know, they can help you out in the best way they can with whatever their profession is. Right now, I'm gonna start a new series, probably called The Road to Recovery. It should be great, it should be dope, it should be awesome. And I'm looking to lift again, and lifting heavy again. I'm gonna take my time with it. In the meantime, I will just be focusing on bodybuilding style workouts, so just basically on hypertrophy, time under tension, and just strengthening and getting stronger and better than ever. And that's what it takes. All I can say is that this injury has seriously humbled me. It has given me a lot of humility, and has really opened my eyes on, you know, what I'm lacking and what I need to work on for myself to keep on improving and to keep on getting better. So that's what it's all about. I can't be more than grateful for this injury, but I need to be smart about it and not be stubborn, because that has been my biggest issue, I guess, my entire life, because I'm very competitive. I'm a competitive person, and I've always been this way, but I need to not let that get over my head. So this is my career, this is what I love to do, I enjoy it so much, and I want to do this for the rest of my life, and it's what makes me happy. And I don't have anything else to say but that, and I love it so much, and you know, my dreams keep me alive, and so much more to say. But if you guys ended off watching everything, thank you so much for those who have watched. Please subscribe to the channel. A lot more to come. This is the beginning of my journey. My name is Edison, and I can't wait to inspire and motivate you guys, and so you guys can also tell your story. And maybe one day I'll open my own gym, and well, that is my goal. I want to open my own gym, and you know, you guys can come by and we can all hang out and have a good lift in. So I'm gonna talk to you guys soon. I love you guys so much. I can't stop saying it because honestly, you guys have no idea the messages that I've been getting. It has been it's been amazing. It was touching. It was very touching, and I can't be any more than grateful and blessed. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna see you guys soon. Stay tuned.